of you. So today I want to continuation of the last video. Last video we discussed about the procedure of the testing hypothesis. Today I want to discuss about the test of significance for large samples. Actually, so the test of significance for applied for the large samples as well as small samples. First we will discuss the test of significance for the large samples. I think everybody know how to identify the sample size. Large sample size is belongs to the large, sample size belongs to the small. I think everybody know. So once again I will remind that one. If the for practical purpose sample size n is greater than 30, that is called the large samples. If the sample size n less than or equal to 30, the sample size becomes to the small samples. So okay, first we will discuss the test of significance for the large samples. In this test of significance for large samples, so there are different concepts are there. We will discuss about the test of significance for the proportions, test of significance for the means, test of significance for the standard deviations, etc. So first we will discuss about the test of significance for the single proportion. Test of significance for the single proportion. Single proportion. Okay, so in this test of significance, what is the procedure to apply the testing hypothesis procedure? First, what is the information is required? So let X be the number of success for any independent trials, and with the constant probability P is same for each trial. This is the information. Let X be the number of success for any independent trials with a constant probability P is fixed for each trial. Okay. So this information, X be the number of success for an independent trials and with constant probability P. This information is belongs to the binomial distribution, because we know that binomial distribution is the probability to calculate the number of success for an independent trials. So this information is followed by the binomial distribution. Then if this information is followed by the binomial distribution, we will collect that. That means X follows binomial distribution with mean NP and variance NPQ. So we know that everybody, X follows binomial distribution with mean NP and variance. That means what is the information? Therefore, expectation of X is equals to NP and variance of X is equals to NPQ. Okay, this is NPQ. Okay, now so collect that test statistic formula. So we know that test statistic formula Z is equals to X minus expectation of X by SC of X. So apply this binomial distribution information. We will apply directly, of course. We know that for large values of n, binomial distribution converted to the normal distribution. Yes, we have a right to apply this information to this test statistic formula. Okay, because for large values of n, binomial distribution tends to the normal distribution. So that is equals to X minus expectation of X is nothing but NP and variance of X is variance of X, we know that NPQ. What is the standard deviation of X? Square root of this variance of X. That means square root of NPQ. So which is follows normal distribution with mean 0, variance 1. Yes, this is the Z equal to X minus NP by square root of NPQ is the one test statistic formula. We will apply the normal test procedure. Normal test procedure means last video I was explained the procedure of testing a hypothesis. You can apply the normal test. Whatever the steps are there for the single proportion, we will apply. What is the procedure in this single proportion? What are the requirements? Null hypothesis requirement. What is the null hypothesis for the single proportion? H0 is equals to H0 capital P is equals to capital P naught. This is the null hypothesis. That means there is no significance difference between the proportion. That means population proportion, you will consider the value P naught. And alternate hypothesis H1. Alternate hypothesis H1, either P not equal to P naught or P greater than P naught or P less than P naught. So any one alternative is followed to the particular problem, and this is the test statistic formula, and choose the appropriate level of significance and give the conclusion. We know what are the conditions of the conclusion, inference concepts. So this is one approach. Another approach also there to calculate the test of significance for the single proportion. What is the another approach? I will explain another approach. Another approach is let me consider the small p. Small p means x by n. Small p is equals to x by n. What is small p? Observed sample proportion of success. Observed sample here, n is the number of independent trials. Here x is consider the number of persons possessing the particular attribute. X is the number of persons possessing the particular attribute. N are the number of trials, number of independent trials. P is the observed sample proportion of success, that is equals to x by n. Okay, so we know, so apply the expectation of this formula. Expectation of P is equals to expectation of x by n. Expectation of x by n. So this is equals to 1 by n expectation of x. Already we know that expectation of x is equals to np. So np by n is equals to small p. So therefore expectation of small p is equals to capital P. So expectation of small p equal to capital P. Small p is the sample proportion, capital P is the population proportion. From this what we are identified? So earlier statistics knowledge, estimation of the sample proportion equal to capital population proportion. That means sample proportion, by the definition of the unbiased estimator, sample proportion is an unbiased estimator of the population proportion. Okay, and also calculate the variance. Variance of P is equals to variance of x by n. The simplification is remove the 1 by n from the variance. This is 1 by n square variance of x. Already we know that the variance formula, variance of x value. What is the variance of x? npq. npq by n square. Here 1 n cancel. pq by n. So variance of p equal to pq by n. So take these two values and then apply that z formula. We know that z value, z equal to x minus expectation of x. X minus expectation of we know that so this is the test of significance for the single proportion. That means what is the formula of test statistic? Becomes small p minus capital P by square root of pq by n. How you can write this one? So we know that z is equals to, what is the formula? X minus expectation of x by SC of x. This is the test statistic formula. So x will be the variate. X will be considered the single proportion. So I was considered the single proportion. We can already we can calculate the expectation of x value. That is capital SC of x. What is the SC of x? We know that variance of x. Okay, we know that the variance of SC of x means square root of standard deviation of x is equals to square root of pq by n. Okay, so this is the another formula to calculate the test statistic, to calculate the test statistic to calculate the test statistics. Okay, so again these steps will be applied as usual. Null hypothesis and alternate hypothesis applied, and we'll take the level of significance, choose the appropriate level of significance, and give the conclusion. So this is the test for significance of the single proportion procedure. Okay, so now I want to discuss one problem to this single proportion. Maybe everybody will understanding clearly. I will discuss one problem. Okay, I will discuss one problem. So I will write one problem here. Okay, so one more, we will discuss one problem. I will read this problem. So 20 people were attacked by a disease and only 18 survived. So will you reject the hypothesis that the survival rate, if attacked by this disease, is 85% in favor of the hypothesis that it is more at 5% level. Okay, this is the problem. From this problem we can understand clearly what is the information is given. 20 people were attacked by the disease, only 18 were survived. In this 18 were survived means, here what is the information is given? Here x value is given, number of persons possessing particularly. So what is the x value is 18, and what is the n value? N value equal to 20. So calculate immediately p value. P is equals to x by n is equals to 18 by 20 is equals to 0.9, the simplification value. Okay, so that is the information. So what is the question? Will you reject the hypothesis in that the survival rate? This is the question. So if attacked by their disease, for suppose that disease was attacked 85% in the favor of the hypothesis. So for suppose that disease was attacked, so 85% was tell that favor to that disease. So this 85% is more The people was telling the 85% favor of the hypothesis. That 85% it is more value for the given sample data, for the given sample data. So from this you can identify the alternate hypothesis. What is the null hypothesis? Null hypothesis H naught capital P population proportion equal to 85% is equals to 0.85. H1 P greater than 85%. This information was given clearly into the problem. So if the attacked by this disease is 85% in favor of the hypothesis, it is more value. This favor of the hypothesis value is it is more. This is more means you can apply the greater than condition, greater than. So P greater than 85%. That is equals to what is the simplification? P greater than 0.85. So greater than means what is the this is the one tilde of right tilde test. So write the brackets right tilde test. Right tilde test. Okay. So we are apply the write the null hypothesis and alternate hypothesis. And level of significance was mentioned into the problem. We can test this problem by at 5% level of significance for the given statement. So alpha equal to 5%. And collect the Z alpha value. So what is the Z alpha of right tilde test at 5% level of significance? 1.645. This is the critical value at 5% level of significance for this problem, at 5% level of significance. And take the formula of test statistics. We can apply any formula. We have two formulas of the single proportion. So collect the test statistic formula. We have two formulas of the test statistic for the single proportion. One is the Z equal to x minus np by square root of npq. Another one is the Z equal to small p minus capital P by square root of capital P capital Q by n. We will collect either formula. The answer value is the same. We will collect, choice is ours. Okay, I will take this formula, I will consider this formula. Z is equal to small p minus capital P by square root of capital P capital Q by n. So what is the small p? Small p already we are calculated 0.9. What is the capital P? 0.85 by square root of capital P is the 0.85. What is capital Q? Capital Q equal to 1 minus capital P. 1 minus capital P means 1 minus 0.85. 1 minus 0.85 means 0.15 by n is the 20. After simplification, this value is equals to 0.633. The simplification value. So this is the calculated value of Z. So we know the table value of Z. Now we will comparing this calculated value to the table value. So Z is the positive value, calculated value is the positive value. So no need to consider the modulus of Z. This is the positive. Okay. So calculated value is less than table value. So 0.633 less than 1.645. Here calculated value less than table value. That means null hypothesis is accepted. So null hypothesis is accepted means what is our conclusion? We may conclude that the null hypothesis of the population proportion is equals to 85%. So that means whatever the people's was favor to the hypothesis, that is correct. Okay, ne? So the attacked by the disease 85% in favor of the hypothesis is correct. That is not a more value. That is the corrected value. So this is the conclusion of this problem. Thank you all of you.